I was already on Omni Gold for some months and I had recommended it to my mom, but because of the lady at the store saying, "Me, I use Omni Gold for everything, but you must use it only in the evening." I use it for the morning in particular. My mom was then bought it and she also fell in love with it, so much so that I now share hers. She has it too. There was a time when she let it go, but then she went and bought it again because it's extremely potent. If your skin is not used to it, if your skin is not used to it, my mom only uses it like 2 to 3 times a week. I use it every day because my skin is just used to actives and I've got like a problem with acne. My mom doesn't have a problem with acne, but she uses it for the very reasons that I use it, that I was impressed by kojic acid in the first place. What? There is something skin brightening, glowing, that it makes you sort of kind of glow, and texture fixing, texture correcting, so that your skin feels smooth when you touch it without it being grainy like sandpaper, about kojic acid. And this here product has got the first ingredients in its ingredients list, I don't have the box, is kojic acid, followed closely by L-ascorbic acid, by phosphate whatnot. Basically, it's a combination of vitamin C and kojic acid. It's an excellent product, and kojic acid is ingredient number 1 in this thing, and then vitamin C is ingredient number 2, evidencing that the vitamin C is a percentage that is minimum 10%, as recommended by most dermatologists, for vitamin C to have any level of efficacy in it. So Omni Gold, it retailing for just, what is the word that I'm looking for? It retails for only 65 rands at Chinatown where I buy it, but on the internet it varies really. If you get it on Take A Lot, you can get it for 65 rands. You can buy a pack of 6 for like 300 rands if they're on special. You can buy 2 for 120 rands, and so that basically each one is 60 rands. Or you can buy it for 65 rands, or each a unique individual unit. They can sell it online, comparatively speaking, for 75 rands or even for 90 bucks. I've seen places selling it for 100, which is ridiculous, but frankly, it's just like 65 rands is more or less what you will get it for, even on Take A Lot. And it's worth the while to buy it in bulk because then you get to save a whole bunch of money. And this stuff, listen, my mom tried to walk away from it because because her skin was not used to actives. She imagined that it was a little bit kind of harsh on her face in the beginning, but after she stopped using it, her face went back to a weird grainy texture that she didn't appreciate, and she went right back on it again. She can't live without this thing. And there is another so this year, go Chinatown. You're not gonna find this here. You're not gonna find this here baby go discam. And it's running a Omni Gold in. Ne, I've tried Nami to leave it alone because I don't know when I have to travel all the way to Chinatown just to get my skincare date. I want to find my stuff online, and if I don't have money, I want to be able to say that whatever it is that I bought from Temu is enough. I can never do without this. This hyaluronic acid, Dr. Rochelle, there's no hyaluronic acid that compares, and you're not gonna find either product at Discam. So what I do with my skincare, I get like this thing, and then if that thing is here, the other eye, I use that. And then to do my face massage, I need a sunscreen with slip, and I dip my sunscreen with a squirt. I put in my sunscreen with a squirt either of vitamin C or azelaic acid. The thing that I was talking about was azelaic acid. This is the kind of stuff you're just not gonna find good discount. Ntwena serum ena, ke rekile ka 50 rand, 50 on the dot, go Temu. And it was such a massive game changer. It's an azelaic acid 10% serum that I got on Temu, and its ingredients, initially you will underestimate them because it just has like a whole bunch of like preservatives and whatnot, and then azelaic acid is somewhere down there. But again, it's not just azelaic acid, it's azelaic acid with salicylic acid. I told you, salicylic acid, and again, you're not going to find this kind of combination in a product like with Discam without it retailing for a cool 375 rands. So this here has water, glycerin, whatever, ethanol palminate, I don't know what that is, polysorbate 80, propylene glycol, betaine, and then it's got honey, collagen, EDTA, disodium EDTA, azelaic acid, salicylic acid, and then fragrance. I don't know why they say fragrance because it also smells like nothing, right? But I guess this has fragrance in it. This here has been a game changer, and what I do is I squirt this here. I get up on my face with that face wash, Garnier, vitamin C. There was a time when I was using, again, a kojic acid face wash, but efedile. And then there was a time when I was using a turmeric with vitamin C face wash. My face washes have to be either vitamin C or kojic acid. Okay, so I would then mix this, put my sunscreen, and then squirt this serum into my hand, mix it together, and that's what I use, and I glide on my face to do my face massage every weekday. But high fedile, which this is almost finished, as you can see, like it's almost done. I did not insist on replenishing it because I bought a vitamin C. That's what I used to use, a vitamin C serum instead of azelaic acid. I had purchased this azelaic acid serum to experiment with it. I liked it, but it was not so much better than the vitamin C that I felt like I could not replace the vitamin C with it. So I went back and I bought the vitamin C, especially considering I'm always going to be able to purchase a vitamin C serum, even in the country, if I can't buy something from Temu because of being fearful of duties, but I won't always find azelaic acid. So I chose rather to stick with the vitamin C because that would be more consistently maintained in my life versus something that I would need to get from Temu. Okay, and then once I go in with that setup, I then, once I've done my moisturizer, my face like massage, whatnot, with that combination, that's when then I go in with this here Omni Gold. This is my acne treatment. But you see, my first layer of acne treatment was kojic acid. It was a kojic acid toner. Without this, you see this is finished, and I literally drained the last drips, I tried. If it was up to me, I would have cut this thing and like squeezed out at the bottom. There was a time when I didn't have money and I ran out, and well, I got like 2 pimples over there. I got one up here and one over there, and not even worked because of the amount of stress that I've been in recently. The pimples were, those threatening pimples that you can tell there's like a bump and it's gonna flare up and get all big and juicy red. But then if you have got a treatment on your face that actually is combating all that bacteria immediately, it then subsides. The pimples were threatening to come up, but then they disappeared almost immediately because of this. But still, I was being told that there is something missing in your skincare that's making sure that, remember I said that I used to get acne even around here, around this area, around my period in particular, until I found a skincare that eradicated acne altogether, even when I'm on my period. So I had a good enough skincare to make sure that I don't get acne, but my life is super stressful, and around my period, it appears inevitable that I will get acne unless my skincare looks a particular way. And what I'm trying to explain to you guys right now is that I've got a boss skincare from heaven that was given to me by God that is super cheap. Do you understand? That, however, is an affront to the South African market. And whatever is going on in these streets and all these crimes being committed and all these monstrosities committing these crimes, making sure that the poor, are maintained with cystic acne. Anyway, whatever. Here in lies this. I then go in with Omni Gold, and then after Omni Gold, that's when I would then go in with hyaluronic acid. Many of these things already have hyaluronic acid infused in them, but there is no hyaluronic acid that slays this one. Listen, now this is my witness testimony. I can put my hand up. Hyaluronic acid or serum hyaluronic acid. Remember in the beginning I used to buy that combination, hyaluronic acid, retinol, and vitamin C. I stopped buying that because I found better versions of every last one of those actives that cocktail that they sell, even on Take a Lot and whatnot. Elea, vitamin C, retinol, whatnot. Guys, hyaluronic acid, hyaluronic for me. But then again, it's not just for me. Even my mom swears by it. Even my mom. There is something. There's an ad. Yeah, I think it's L'Oreal. I stand corrected. Yeah, hyaluronic acid, and these people on that advert, they are just like touching their skin and then it ripples like it's water or whatever. They touch their skin and it ripples like water, like blah 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 blah. Like, yeah, you will yeah, just to show how much your skin is so moisturized and so bouncy. I would go so far as to say this hyaluronic acid truly, like for real, achieves that level of water bounce in your face. Even above, you're not at L'Oreal. This hyaluronic acid get Dr. Rochelle, and I experimented with it at first, and listen, there's no turning back. I can't tell you what the ingredients list is. This is the more fuller bottle, but it's got these like popules inside. I don't know what you want to call them. And when listen, this stuff, whenever it's not available, my face again, it goes brown, it goes bland, it goes grainy, like texture. I start to feel like texture. Yeah, like rough. I don't know what's in it. I do. Trehalose. There's hyaluronic acid, of course. There's niacinamide. There's, I forgot. Like, I don't have the box. It's not here. But it's the Dr. Rochelle hyaluronic acid. And that's been 100 rands for the past 3 years. And for me, it's the best one on the market. And I would go so far as to say even my mom agrees. It's the best one on the market. And it's only $100. And it'll last you, if you are the only one using it, 2.5 to 3 months with you using it twice a day, in the morning and in the evening. So if you use it only once because you're one of those people that wash your face only once a day, it'll last you even 4 months. 4, like proper. This stuff is just a game changer. It's, listen, a game changer. 50 grams, that's how much you find in the bottle thing. Okay, I go in with this and I get a I don't think, I don't find it sufficient to use only Omnigold on my face, because it's more like a treatment more than it is an emollient, some kind of a moisturizer. I then go in with an occlusive, and that's when I then finish off my whole skincare with this. I just put this on the surface, and the combination of this whole thing that I just did in the morning, it is largely my morning routine that keeps acne at bay. My evening routine is more to keep aging at bay, whereas my morning routine keeps acne at bay. I then put this on the surface and I'm done for the day. When my routine is like this, when my skincare is like this, I don't get acne even around my period. My skin is smooth, it's glowing like all the day long. No manzwe obuhlungu, lanze ke khathetse, lanze ke sna taba le batho, lanze go le botlhoko, lanze ke ngapha. Even when I'm walking around get towards, I'm still glowing because of the skincare. But every so often, because of interruptions, not so much to my schedule, but to my provision, because of witchcraft, I get interrupted. Again, I am unable to afford this or this. And these past months, I have not had both these. And I also, there was a season when I didn't have this, but really I did have it. It's just that my mom had not yet opened it and there was a bad vibe between us. And so I didn't even bother to ask if I'd like proper, I need a combination of all of these things. This is my daycare, right? And then my evening routine. This here is a vitamin C serum that I bought trying to use it for during the day. But I use it at night because it only works at night with my retinol moisturizer, and it's a game changer. And it's also mixed with vitamin C, salicylic acid, hyaluronic. Mamela, you're not gonna find this combination at Dischem. I bought this on Temu, and I already told you guys about the serum. And it retails so cheap. When I use it during the day as a vitamin C serum with which to mix, for instance, my sunscreen, I get acne, I break out. But when I use it at night, as a serum before my I use this at night, and then hyaluronic acid, and then retinol, like a retinol serum, and then moisturizer. Then I'm done. No occlusive at night. This is my retinol serum. I got this as well from Temu, and there is no better retinol serum that I've ever gotten. But I would never have learned to shop for serums on Temu if I hadn't started out go Chinatown early. It was like my baseline training. And in Iona, my little box like thing, it will tell you what's in here. It's unfortunate, Mara. It's got hyaluronic acid, collagen, retinol, vitamin C, and some other stuff. Mara, I can't tell you because the box is not with me. I was okay with it, but I wasn't entirely. It's a Dr. Rachel one that I bought on Take A Lot when I couldn't afford to get stuff on Temu because I was worried about duties. Mara, this one is my number one go-to, and I got it for $80 on 80 bucks. I got it for $80 on Temu, and it's 50 milliliters, which is a lot more hyaluronic acid than you would find in a regular 30 milliliter random joint. Okay, I put it in this box because it's just there, but really and truly it's not its own. It's not an Dr. Rachel, sorry, but it's an Estelin, the former retinol, but I'm not gonna buy it again. Not that I didn't like it, I just prefer that other one that I just showed you now. Salicylic, herein lies that I already told you how I use this azelaic acid. This here vitamin C serum, massive game changer. Listen, I swear by it. And like, you will buy for 50 Rand 3 of them in one packet on Temu. And it is such a massive game changer that on the South African market proper, I don't know how much it would retail for. Not only that, it slays the retinol that you would ever find. Chilling. All these shelves at Discount that is out here going away for $400. I succeeded to get my skin dead the way that my skin needs to be getting dead on practically no money. So these are the ones that are here, that are in existence, right? That I use, and now I'm gonna have to clear my bed of all of these things. But I want to show you what I bought. I bought this today. I get it Fedile. I went and I replenished. I get it, this guy said that I'll never buy again. I bought my spot control that I just read you the ingredients of now. Let's move this hyaluronic acid out the way as well. This whole package cost like 450 rands. Remember I told you that my skincare, I could only either buy just skincare or just my 500 rand just skincare or just my ingredients, juicy. Mara, recently I told you in my last video that this guy said that I will never buy again. I was given 2,500 rands. Now, because it's Christmas, I get Christmas, so I was given more money than usual. And mamela, just the fact that I gotta go and fit in so much stuff in just 2,500 rands, and just the fact that 2,500 rands is like Christmas for me. It's like imalenini. For me, you've done that to a woman that was a successful young professional that ought be doing really well for herself today. And no, she didn't lose her career because she was irresponsible. She lost it because people are corrupt. And now today, I slay you, all don't I, with skincare. Or even the accessories you saw me buying and whatnot. Just to show precisely because of because of this thing that I am. And now I've got to budget when it comes to buying my skincare to buy everything that I need for under 500 rands. And everything is under 500. Everything. Some of the things that are in this other package, 500. For 500 rands. God has made me industrious, but he's also helped me elude your corruption. Hence, I was able to get all this stuff. This alone would have been the only thing I would have been able to buy if at all I bought it from the South African deep state market and all of its corrupt entrepreneurs. Market, what's the 50 rand? Something else. Yeah. Let me put all the stuff that I bought at that joint in there. My total purchases for the day were all under 1,000 rands. And change the weeks is 6 for him. I literally won because I bought them today only. 6. And they're all lace front. Not braided, so they were cheaper. 6. And y'all 6. I'm not lying. Got 2,500. Toiletries, ingredients for my drinks. Lily Wiki say 6. Lace front. Listen, I don't know how much all that would have set you back by South African standards. When a woman has been forced to be frugal and thrifty, and in so being thrifty and frugal also expose the predatory pricing by our big business leaders in this country that is impoverishing the already poor and giving avenues of escape for those who already have money to escape, and so therefore they don't need it. And if at all you are going to skew balances like that in a country and make it impossible for the poor to live, even though it is feasible for them to be helped to live while the rich still get rich. So you are so greedy that you are starving the poor that you would have still been wealthy if you had fed them. You essentially did not have to lose anything of your pocket insofar as you would keep them healthy, but you chose rather to starve them and rather to disenfranchise those who were able to contribute to the economy out of nothing but jealousy. You literally said that there is only one pie and we can only ever share it, as opposed to realize that all good and perfect gift come from above and are from the Father of heavenly lights. You decided that you're going to make South Africans nothing because of jealousy, not because there wasn't enough to go around, but because you just didn't want anybody else having what you had. That you might be able to do what? Control them. Mamela, God is coming for you. Kadi jealousy and everything. Plastic. Alright, yeah. Let me show you. That's the stuff, the other stuff that I got. So, remember last time my mom bought me the tampon and A7? I got these for, I get a people guy. Mamela, the whole thing came to like, just in case it was 525 in total, 525. Health and Beauty Warehouse. That's the name of that store. The whole entire price was 525, and I don't even know if you're going to be able to see that on the slip. Everything in total came to 525, so just over budget. That's how much these things in this plastic bag I just showed you. Now let me look for the tampons in to see how much items. Tampons, let's tampons 20s. 40 randa. These were like 40 bucks. These tampons, so I don't know how much they retail for or discount, but I got these for 40 bucks according to this. Okay, and then I decided to go all fancy. Tissue oil petroleum jelly, because I mean it's got tissue oil, why not? I needed Vaseline. It smells like nothing. It's just give Vaseline. I needed Vaseline, and next to regular Vaseline Blue Seal, there was this one. So I was like, why not get Vaseline and the more minerals in it? And it's like 25. It was 25 rands. The same amount of Vaseline was also 25 rands. Yeah, Blue Seal. And this one, however, has got grapeseed oil, vitamin E, gamayona, sweet almond oil. So a little lavender oil. So I just figured, let me get a more elaborate Vaseline, but it's just all Vaseline. Okay, this is Vaseline proper. Okay, it's not Vaseline, it's petroleum jelly. Everybody's Vaseline, everybody's petroleum jelly when you're South African is Vaseline. This is petroleum jelly, tissue oil, whatever. Like retails at the same price as regular Vaseline. Get 25 rand. I get to pay how much it would be at a discount. All right, you do the math. I'm already checking. I'm already looking. Maranele 20 randa. And then I bought Grandpa, 85 bucks. I have reason to believe she sells it at the exact same price as everywhere else. I need grandpa for my period pains and what have you. Like right now I'm on my period, but I don't presently have pains. But should I need it, then I have grandpa get 38, 85. It used to be cheaper, but then she just marked it up for whatever reason. So grandpa, listen, can nobody catch a break with it anywhere. However, herein lies face cream, like baby tang, moisturizer ya bosiu. Ke rata tsa ko Temu, mara ke rake ko Temu right now. First price would have been Temu, but I figured let me buy them in the South African market, especially considering I can't wait if it delay. Yeah, I got moisturizer. So this is a retinol cream from Daylogic. You like, you know, brands. Like, yeah. 75 rands. You tell me how much you would purchase a retinol moisturizer for. Basically whatever would be the thing that you seal your nighttime routine with. So essentially I get a vitamin C serum Ella, and then hyaluronic acid, and then a retinol serum, and then this is the moisturizer that I put on at night. Okay, type establishment thing. And the ingredients, Lana, I was tempted to buy this long ago, but I decided not to. But this time around I bought it again. Not again, but I bought it because I was just on a crazy budget and I was like, let me just experiment anyway. This here is an experiment, but I tend to experiment based on reading the ingredients list, and did it tell lady ingredients list in Let me tell you anyway. So it's water, glycerin, dimethicone, cross-polymer, dimethicone, laureth 23, laureth 4, whatever, some other thing. Wheat gluten, and then pentylene glycol, okay, yeah, and then sunflower. Some of these things I'm just not going to mention to them because I'm not trying to read that. Sunflower seed oil, vitamin E, magnesium asparate, zinc gluconate, copper glutamate, ammonium, okay, listen, whatever, cross polymer, nylon, okay, alrighty. Some other stuff I can't read, and then ascorbyl palminate. Therein lies again infusing vitamin C with retinol. The moisturizer, Yabusi, the one that I did buy, because I made a decision to just buy it again because it was so excellent, was a night cream retinol that also had, however, hyaluronic acid, vitamin C, and hyaluronic acid, vitamin C, retinol in it, and niacinamide. And it was just such a game changer that I was like, okay, let me buy this one. But then I decided to go and buy it anyway because it's only 30 bucks. No, it's not 40, it's 35 rands. Go Temu, get 35 rand. Mamo kere was 75 rand, so I guess that's plus duties, right? Type establishment thing. So therefore I'm gonna use it because I'm like planning in advance just in case I meet another dry patch. Anyway, herein lies the vitamin C, ascorbyl palminate, and then retinol, and then cellulose acetate, butyrate, tricaprilin, penta whatever, tetradebutyl hydropalmin, okay, that, polycarbonate, paraffin laureth, fragrance, butylene glycol, and then more retinol palminate, tree whatever, disodium EDTA, polysorbate, dimethicone, allotonin, yellow whatever, mamela. It's got retinol and vitamin C in it. And did I mention that is niacinamide in here? No, not really. I made a decision to experiment with this. I haven't been disappointed with the retinol moisturizer so far because, like I said, the thing that causes me acne, that eradicates acne, is my daycare routine, but my nighttime routine deals with anti-aging, and that's what it looks like. 75 bucks. It is 30 milliliters. But I bought another one, not another one of this exact same product, that also is a nighttime skincare routine. I keep on changing my skincare because I don't have the luxury to maintain the consistent skincare regimen because it depends on what I'm going through and what I'm availed and where I can shop. Mara, I haven't been disappointed. I would have maintained the exact same skincare routine if at all I was able to maintain consistency, but I can't because, my life is just a roller coaster ride. Yeah, okay, that's that. And then I bought, what in the world? Why did I buy 2 of these? This is a serum. Yes, oh my goodness, yes. This is a serum. It's not a moisturizer, it's a serum. I get what is this? My retinol, where is it? It's on, I told myself that I'm going to be buying my skincare stuff now, go Chinatown in the streets that I walk in, like a walk-in store, as opposed to going on Temu because I didn't want to buy it on Temu because of duties. It's almost on its way out. So when this one finishes, I have another serum. Yeah, that's what's going on. But this is number 1, frankly. Okay, so this is a retinol serum that you just looked at right now. And this is the moisturizer. I just described what was in that retinol serum. The moisturizer is also from Daylogic. This is the moisturizer that I am going to start using immediately. Though this one I'm only going to use it once my other retinol efela. And this one is this is a moisturizer with a pump bottle, which some people swear by because barely any like nasty stuff goes in there, but I'm not pedantic. And it's ingredients list. I want to go and read you that one as well. How many milliliters is it? It's 29 milliliters. Like, why couldn't you just go one extra and just go on right ahead and make 30? They tend to sell them that small anyway. And Yona, it's also 75 bucks. So the serum was 75 rands. I told you everything of mine just under 100. This is 75. The serum was 75 rands. The moisturizer is also 75 rands. And the ingredients list: water, glycerin, pentalabadadada, tetra, dimethicone, cross polymer, ether, sterile alcohol, butylene, glycol, isohexadane, polyethylene, cetyl alcohol, phenazine. No, what if I I'm not doing this. Ethyl glycerin fragrance, ammonium acry, polypama, isoparaffin, laureth 7 propylene glycol, and then Metris. Listen, what is the real name of this? Metris communis extract. Okay. Some fruit. Hippo oil, hippo hay ramades oil. Okay. Disodium EDTA, and then polysorbate 20. And then hyaluronic acid, retinol palmate, BHT, ascorbic acid, and sodium hydroxide. Mamela. Like, whatever, okay? Basically, I ran for this as a replacement for the other retinol. Because of the hyaluronic acid, the retinol, and the vitamin C, everything else is just because I just can't figure out what's going on. We'll see how it gives, but like I said, nighttime routine barely ever gives me any acne. Okay? It doesn't ever give me acne. Yeah, okay, and then remember I told you guys that I ran out on the thingy. Where's the kojic acid at the very baseline? Kojic acid bambino over here. Toner that makes sure that it's the first thing to combat my acne. This is its container. This is the same thing. It's the exact same thing. It comes in a box like that. So I bought it again because I ran out and I don't want no more acne. I bought it again. So this is what it looks like in its container. Shall I open it? Listen, ain't nobody got time. Nobody. But I opened it. Look at that. I did it. I opened it. Gee, it's the exact same thing. It lasted me, I think, for my 5 months, yo. Like, it just... I love the smell. It lasted me so long because I only put in like 2 or 3 drops and it lingered and it kept my skin at bay, and then fella and my life felt like get warmed up. Alright, it's got also all these crazy ingredients that you can't figure out, and somewhere along the way it's got kojic dipalminate, and then it just carries on and on and on, and then like, listen, whatever. I tried and tested. I swear by it. And then here is a kojic acid face serum, which I used to interchange with this. I bought this, and the face wash as a 3-pack on Takealot. And I first started using the serum, and then and then I used the toner, so I don't use them at the same time. And then I used this one, so I just bought, and they're both 50 bucks. 50 rand, I told you, nothing over 100 rands. 50, the trio combo was 120 rands that I bought from Takealot. The one that had the face wash, the toner, and the serum. Yeah, but to use these two in one sitting just does not make any kind of sense. So like I said, interchange. My face wash has ever since then Ifedile, but I've replaced the face wash with Elea Garnier, and like I said, it's my new game changer. Okay, and then remember I said that, what do you call this thing? Not alpha arbutin, but the azelaic acid that I mix with my sunscreen. It's almost finished. Look at that, right? Okay, if I can prove to you that it's almost finished. Where is the little louver? It's almost klar, y'all. It's almost like, listen, it's there somewhere. Hi, Fedile. That's when the vitamin C comes in. And this is the toner, though. It's a vitamin C essence toner, but I am going to squirt it into my sunscreen and then moisturize my face and get Dr. Rochelle. And again, everything is under 100 rand. 75 bucks. I ain't lying. 75 rands. Oh goodness, like, where are those scissors that I used to cut this lace front? Where's my cat hanging out? Okay, I made a decision to just like cut it because I can. Okay, because nobody has time to be sitting here all careful with packaging. Listen, no. Whoopsie. Also, another beautiful thing about this stuff is that, Amela guys, such chunky, sized, like absolutely stunning products for 75 bucks. Mamela, listen, you're not gonna win. You're absolutely not gonna win. This lady, ko shopong ena. I can say why mostrateng ale determined Unanza kurmedite the ingredients list, got the price tags are high. It's like, doesn't she know that people want to read ingredients? But it's got, of course, nice. It's got a hydrolyzed, water, propylene glycol, erythritol. Listen, I can't tell you what that is. Tremella, whatever. Glycerith, whatever. Carboma, tremana, whatever. Hydrogenated castor oil, sodium hyaluronate, that would be hyaluronic acid, that much I know. Euglena glitter, okay. Euglena gratias, polysaccharide, gracilis, hydrolyzed collagen, niacinamide, 3,0-ethyl ascorbic acid, so that's vitamin C, parfum, phenol, whatever, sodium, etc. So essence toner and I get squared down after I felt like that alpha arbutin, not alpha arbutin, but azelaic acid, and the combination just kind of works out for me. My face, my skincare is just a combination of this, what do they call this thing? A rotation of all these products, depending on, like I said, where I buy and what I buy, but they all are very cheap. This skincare has kept my face at bay in a way that a lot of older ladies would actually be flooding to me, saying, hey Garabo, give me advice, let's go together. Go China, because they're not even fixing our skin. Kwala go discamo ebe motho a teng e sentse ne ke lo thola di fine line le di wrinkle, motho a teng e sentse ne ke lo dila ka acne, motho a teng ha ka ta ho nja 275 rand sentse ne nna ke dila ka hormonal acne around my period. Ke tla etsang ka ena, ke tla motsang o si o wa nja ure ke khathetse. Yeah, well ba ni tla velo cause nyadlega and futhi anfuna God. You don't want God, you don't want to see what you're being done to in the South African economy. I would never have had to shop like this. I kid you not, this kind of skincare is a game changer. I would never ever, even if I was a millionaire, change my mind about my skincare. It's staying because it actually works, it's effective, it's efficacious. But if I was maintained in corporate South Africa, general manager, executive, never. I'm telling you right now, I would never have thought to go and buy izinto zam in China. My mom was introduced. I would not have found this kind of skincare unless I saw a dermatologist. My mom was introduced to what do you call this? To this very excellent skincare by and then she came with me, and now she also buys that skincare and also swears by it. Before then, my mom was not particularly pedantic about skincare. And move on. And then move on. And then I told her, you can't be all this old and not use actives on your face. You need a retinol, you need a this, you need a that. And then she started buying it, and so now she's using retinol, L'Oreal. It's quite excellent. I like it. I don't mind it, right? Mara still mind slay hers. However, my mom needs to use your 0.something% because the active type establishment thing. Like you, I never would have bought this kind of skincare if I did not have to go looking for it in those kinds of honchis because of my socioeconomic standing, because of my price sensitivity, because of me having to get products under $100, because Chinatown they don't compare, not even in the slightest, to the ones that are cheaper. And why even these ones that are cheaper, really cheaper? The bosses behind peddling them or selling them are not our corrupt executives. They're not our South African deep state. They are not making millions upon billions of rands, maybe even dollars, from inflating prices to line their own pockets. They're not big food bosses. They're not big pharma bosses. They're not big tech bosses of the country. They're just regular Indians that have a business in Chinatown, regular colored ladies with businesses in Chinatown, Chinese people with businesses in Chinatown. And so because they're not actively trying to swindle the South African market to line their own pockets, they're able to procure products from international markets and sell them at a markup in this country. A markup so enriching that they can have comfortable homes, study double stored where they live. However, this here is their little secret as to where they get these things. They're able to have their own comfortable lives without impoverishing the poor in South Africa. They can sell these things to us at reasonable prices. And so therefore it says, if the regular Indian or the regular colored chick, if the regular Indian or the regular colored chick with a business in China Mart can have a comfortable cushy house in Constantia from her business that she runs in Chinatown, it means that na labo big boss dude tycoon could also live even more comfortable lives than the colored chick that owns this shop. They can have even more comfortable lives than that without having to swindle us. They don't have to rob us, but they do. They don't care, and yet they're the ones that are running the country. Like I said, the judiciary mkokotelwa babarekile barasa ko Chinese babambinkunzi sensei bangwapa Hong Kong. They're contraband. They are entirely contraband. They don't care about the country. They are using their connections to indeed trade in this nation. They're using their position of authority to feed the land and to boost our economy and to purchase products from the international market, import it and resell it to South Africans. They're using those connections in those positions that they find themselves in within our businesses and our governments to impoverish us by lining their pockets. They're making our cost of living essentially low-key horrific, and or maybe even high-key horrific. It's just horrific. It's giving car crash car, but with everybody inside a date squished up like mashed potato. That's what they're doing to South Africans. This here is even more shocking than skincare, my babies. I'm telling you now. Mama like right now. Right now. It's not skincare, my baby's ass. Gafa. Of course. Let me show you. So, let's work with chronology, because I started indeed at the store where I was buying face care. Then I went to the supermarket. So not only in the same joint is there a place to buy skincare so your skin can look like this. There's also a supermarket where you can gaula South African brands that are not expired, or food that you can get in different South African FMCGs, but for a fraction of the price. So lona ga di groza tsa lona tsa ko macro tse le khoza ngore Christmas ya lona leje litsipil tse le khotse tseng gore le reke dijo ka December maraising the cricket, and that's why y'all did not out here do yepi. That's why lesa yetsa yepi. That's why my whole entire complex, and that's why New Year's Eve I realized I am not alone. They don't have the cricket too, though I feel they far away. Like me, they don't ban cricket. I am not alone, though I might also be lonely on New Year. Awake to hear 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, but sitting in front of TV. I'm not alone. I am not alone. Yeah, I was not alone this Christmas. I was not alone this New Year. I was not the only one awake. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, but without cricket. Yeah, because we be calling them crickets in this country because they be croaking. They be croaking. Like, I was not alone. Yeah. Okay. Mamelangne, Nina Bogbo guys, and not only are they feeding us halal food, I mean, that level of constitutional right infringement just up our nostrils like some smoke inhalation in a building that is burning. Okay, not only are they clapping us with halal food, over and above clapping us with halal food until we can't avoid it in these streets, they then come and clap us with crazy prices. Not alone. I am not alone. So South Africans, you can ignore me as much as you want, babies, but I am not alone. You are also khwayegile. You gotta choose between the cricket. You gotta choose between the cricket and the at all. The Christmas. You done chose to eat instead of burn a firecracker, but there was a time when you could do both. Big business bosses be like, you ain't gonna burn no fireworks this year. Nowhere. And the last video that I did, I told you. Listen, I warned a sister girl and a brother boy. You know what I said on that video? The people be making like a gangrene. They be making like a parasite out just spreading in the body. They eat the host. They eat the host till the host be dead. And if they can't find no new host, they then start to die. They eat you until there's nothing left to eat, and then they die. So the whole economy is going to crash and burn. The country is going to fall apart because they're not even going to have you to nibble away at. And yet you don't want to listen to me. I'm not alone. I am not alone. I am here with you. Do I feel all alone? You also been no firecracker. I am not alone. Even the voice is cracking because I'm slicing you like a Z, like I'm Zorro. Okay. Bonang, never guys. Kile Oshopong, ne, mahotela queen. And then this time around, this here purchase is the one that will shock you the mostest. Remember, I used to save 500 rand just to buy my ingredients, and even then, this here from the supermarket, so essentially food, essential services, right? The one that is really important. I mean, if your skin is breaking out, okay, that really sucks. It would be great if your skin went to clear, because we care that your skin is breaking out. Mara how jele, you know, like a cystic acne later, girl, at least you're gonna live. At least you're gonna live, you know? Yeah. Manje makunyena kudla. Abantu kimo ba khethile dijo over the cricket. Already. Batho kimo ba khethile who keep their lights on over the cricket. So basically, what this here slip is saying is that if you had bought dijo tsa lona ka Christmas, ne, mo nna ke rekileng ntho tse tsaka. Cricket. Over and above like mabo. Over and above ho reka prime meat. Ya gore 5 4 3 2 dimpeng sa hao. You wouldn't have been alone. You would not have decided to sit this one out. You wouldn't have decided to sit 2026 coming of the year out without memorizing impinges I go to a braai because no tight. I can only feed my family. I can't buy braai meat for you. And the song as no klanganisa 2 or 3 bobo because mina ngifuna ukuthi abantwana bami esikolweni with the same Buccaneers as last year bazobahleka. I need to buy books. So you would have been able to do all that. There was a time when we all were able to do that. So you be out to thinking you can leave Garabo out on a limb as much as you want, but you're all going through the same stuff. Do you understand? And look at this woman that ain't got jack to her name. Zero not Ash. Not having to choose between Chalateka Balebokisi. I didn't have to choose between face care this time around and this, but then again, get to Chalata Christmas, right? I didn't have to choose between these two. I could do both. Why? Because the Lord gave me the power to be thrifty and also display that your impoverishment, your cost of living that has gone through the roof, the inflation that is out there gnawing away at you like it's Pac-Man is a lie. It's a lie. It's not the economy. It's not things happen. They just choose to inflate prices like this. They choose not to feed you. They choose to make your bread way more expensive than is absolutely necessary. They choose to make they choose to make your children's Christmas boring. They choose to make your children's shoes boring. They choose to make the Christmas present laugh. Yeah. Oh, but baby, I love you, my baby. I gave birth to you. That's all the gift you need. I gave you the gift of life, child. Why you be needing nothing else extra? Come on, baby, be speaking to mama now. I feel like you was a greedy little baby. You need to let go of that. Just recognize that and give you the gift of life. What more you need? What more you need, baby? One more. I gave you life, baby. Be content in whatever situation you are in. This time around, you be quoting scripture to a kid because there ain't nothing else you can use, even though you was a pagan parent from here to Timbuktu. 253 rands 80 cents is how much what I'm about to show you cost in total. 253 rand 80 cents. I was shocked out of my mind when I got Mojara thing and I checked my cell phone because Kisile one phone here, Ganga the other phone, and the phone that I left was the one that gives me notifications as to transactions going off on my phone. And when I checked my phone, first the notification did not come in, so I went on the internet on online banking to see if I can still afford to get my wigs. Cause Mamela, before my mom gave me money, I asked God, God answers my prayers, y'all. I was like, God, go pa di panty. God, go pa skincare sakasa fela. God, go pa di toiletry. And then God, go pa di ntho tsaka tsa juice like in one who's saying short. I need it. You know I can't do without that thing. It's like a boost of life every day. I need it. And I asked God all these things and he gave them all to me. And I also asked God to give me, I asked him for the wig. He already blessed me with these, right? And I was like, I want more wigs. I was like, I asked for all these things. You know, when you think you're asking God too much and you're like, oh no, but I have to be very sparing. I can't just out you blurt out all of my desires to the Lord now, can I? I could just be like, give me ABC all the way to Z and then also the Greek alphabet, will you? And then expect God to give it to you. And then God is like, just you test me. Just ask. I'm like, okay. All right, can I have skincare and can I have some panties and can I also have all of my like juices, and can you just throw in a couple of wigs so I can be nice and fabulous for ministry? And God was like, your wish is my command, except your prayer is my answer. Your prayer is mine to award. Answered prayer. I will give you everything you ask me. Unkupile ke tla offer ho bontsha hore unkupile monna ke tlo go unkupile bana go gofa unkupile bokamoso go gofa unkupile life go gofa, because go gofa ntho tse o di batlang now. You asked me for all of these things that are just these temporary things for now, like ntho tsa now, ntho tsa kaosane, ntho tsa day after, ntho tsa go khakala kwa therefore ha bane ke tlo go fa dintho tsa today, what you need today. Do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. So the stuff you ask from me for today, I will give it to you so that you can trust that whatever it is that is coming tomorrow, that you also asked for, is coming. And I was shocked out of my mind when I checked my account balance as to how much I had left. I'm so very thrifty. I could not more than 1,000 rand. When I was driving back, I remember thinking maybe I've got maybe 600 to 800 rands left in my bank account. I had 1,300. I was like, Mamela, I literally and I still have this much money left. And the wiki say 6 weeks, a face cream and a retinol. Yeah, I don't have money for duties, but I trust that's coming too. Mamelang, when the Lord says that, ask and you will receive. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be opened unto you. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Motshepe. The Lord will provide for you. Ntho tse nyane fanda gore ka o sana o tlo tshepa gore tse ke madi atla. Ke mo kopile ke re le dipenti diatla. Dipenti. He sa dipenti sona story. O tlo tshega. Anyway. Before really bontsha story sa dipenti ne bobo ka. It's not that I'm not painting, like I said, no tell stories I'm painting. Me I gotta talk in increments, Lana. I can't just tell you everything, otherwise it'll be all confounded. $253, where you all should have bought your groceries for December, so you could also buy the cricket lirepi. Marazang la reka the cricket because I get halima mele karabo lang ella let's ka bo jarata. That's why in definitely say anyway. Lebora strata. Hey guys, sleep said it's at 253. Ne? I'm glad I kept the slips because I tend to just throw them away. Yeah, skip tisha instead of saying every last ingredient lana, how much it costs to go to Lego this game, check out the shelf for or from the very same stuff I just bought. The spices alone that we're going to go and season your cancerous casseroles. It's Christmas. Because it's the cricket New Year's. I want to cayenne pepper. And in Jolene, my 100 grams. Discam. You can go and look for this. Go discam ne. Kupalelo ibatlang kwa go discam bongwana. Bontate le ba osibo nkwazaina. Yeah, hamba cayenne pepper. I wish I could go in proper order, but I can't. Like I have to look for it. Okay. So this is cayenne pepper, real deal, 100 grams. I get you look at it. There's a drink that I make. Now you're gonna see what goes in that drink. I've already got cocoa in the house that I didn't open, that I asked my mom to buy like 2 months back, and she bought 2 cocos. So I left the other one on the side, and I said that when I make my new batch of drink powder, I will put it in there. So I've already got cocoa. But cocoa, if I didn't have it, I would have bought it at that particular store, for that place, right? But I didn't need to because I've got cocoa. All right. So cayenne pepper, 100 grams. I need to find it over here. Ginger, mint, omega-3. Oh my goodness, just find me cayenne. $17.99. I bought this for, it's 100 grams of cayenne pepper. I got it for 17 rand 99. Listen, all cayenne is cayenne. It's cayenne pepper. There are certain things that you can't say that, oh, but the quality sucks because of where it is that it comes from. It's cayenne. It's not like the difference between a Gucci shirt versus just something away. There's no difference. If it's cinnamon, it's cinnamon, it's cinnamon. If it's cayenne, it's cayenne, it's cayenne. If it's rosemary, it's rosemary, it's rosemary. Certain things, it doesn't matter uzitenga where dog ziafana across the board. So if at all Discam can sell this here cayenne pepper for 35 rand for 100 grams. Guys, why am I paying for under 20 bucks, 17 rand 99? If Discam can sell this here cayenne pepper for 45 bucks, depending on the brands. Is it lifestyle foods? Is it this? Is it that? Nah, why more strateng mona na? Really busy. Ke 18 rand, 17 rand 99. Somebody is out here predatorily pricing. That's all I'm saying. Everybody is renting a space. Everybody has a supermarket. I bought this also at a supermarket. That's also renting a space. So they can't blame it on the cost of renting a space. It's the same neighborhood. So it likely costs the same amount of money. If anything, that particular supermarket is larger than Discam. So it's individual, unique space that it populates. It likely costs a lot more than how much it is that Dis-Chem pays for its spot, go retail crossing, or inside Clearwater Mall. Depending really where it is that these stores are at, the prices could vary for rental for that particular spot. Mara, Dis-Chem is far larger, far bigger, and so therefore likely has got an ability to contract in